My. Well, I'm at day 8. This is the end of day 8. And I, today, I made a lot of juice. I didn't get any commercial juice. I had so much fruit, I had to juice it because it was going to go rotten. In fact, the pineapple, I had to really pick around it to get away from the rotten spots. And I did a full cantaloupe. No, I did half a cantaloupe and half part of a watermelon. There's just so much juice, but I had to dig into it. Maybe not the watermelon. Anyway, my commercial juice, I haven't finished it yet. I blended it up with some other green juice and the pineapple and orange, and it's pretty good. And I made a mess of tomato juice because I really like that savory to balance the sweet. And mostly today was like thinking about, you know, just slogging around in juice, and being a little bit miserable. But then I reflected. I thought, before I started this, I was a lot miserable. I was miserable all the time. I was eating and I couldn't stop. And the future looked bleak. I knew what the future looked like. It looked very uncomfortable and very fat and just not good. And you could just keep going that way. It just keeps getting worse. So anyway, so I'm thinking, well, you're not so happy today with all this juice, and you feel a little miserable, but it's like you're miserable then, you're miserable now. And at least this miserable is going in the right direction. It's going in a better direction. And I'm thinking, well, if this is day 8 and you feel miserable, what are you going to be like on day 28? Like, I have a concert to go to on the 26th. I'm thinking, well, you just bring juice, and I have a picnic on the 25th. Well, just bring juice. These are things that I really need to go to. And that's okay. That's not the part that's troublesome. It's just, it's a long haul. But the other part of it is I was reflecting on is if I were a person who ate a moderate amount of food and did not get all stressed up and just turn to food and overindulge and then just, like a house on fire, just keep, thinking of another thing to have to eat, I wouldn't have to go through this routine. So it's just part of the process. It's like, do the crime, do the time. So let's see, I think it's going to be a short one tonight. I exercised, that was good. I drank pretty much more water than I usually do, distilled water. I was working a lot of the day. I had some other commitments. And it was a good day in that sense. And really, a day should not be all about food and what you can eat. Like, I think that's part of the problem for me. It's like I see eating as an action, like a constructive activity as opposed to getting stuff done. And I think it's like a way to avoid getting stuff done. It's a filler. It's like the word, a filler word in a speech. Uhs and ums, for me, that's a snack, as opposed to just, getting to the action. So that's it for today, day 8. First day of the second week. And committing to the YouTube videos is good for me because it's kind of a punctuation mark at the end of the day, and it's a statement. It's a reflection about where I'm at. It's a renewal of my commitment, why I did it, and so that's it. And hopefully I'll be back on day 9.